Hello and welcome to Metro Chemical Systems. We are into production of bar soaps, raw materials for bar soap productions, and development of systems for formulation of bar soaps. We develop light calculators, soap recipe calculators, and others. Here are different bar soaps that we have. We have laundry bar soaps, and we have herbal bar soap. We are the makers of Dew laundry bar soap and Dew herbal bar soap for pimples, herbal bar soap for stretch mark and other skin issues. And we have laundry bar soap in different colors or in different forms. And here are different raw materials that we have for bar soap production. We have different oil blends, we have PKO, we have other raw materials that you need for your bar soap production. We have filler and others. Today we are going to show you how to calculate the amount of raw materials needed for your bar soap production. Calculating the amount of raw materials needed is the most challenging part of bar soap production, because if you make any mistake in the amount of raw material your soap is not going to be okay. It is either your soap becomes too soft, or it becomes too harsh, or it develops other issue that you may not be able to resolve. So getting the right amount of raw material is very important, and that is what we are going to show you today. Now so the starting point is always the oil. To produce a bar soap, you need just three major raw materials. You need an oil, you need caustic soda, and you need water. But you will need to start with oil, because every oil has what we call saponification value. It has a value that gives you indication of how much caustic soda you are going to use. Remember, in bar soap production, if you make mistake in the amount of one single raw material, that soap is not going to be okay. If your oil is too much or too small, the soap will not be okay. If your caustic soda is too much or too small, the soap will not be okay. If the water is too much or too small, the soap will not be okay. So you must get the exact amount of all the raw materials. And what helps you to get the amount of caustic soda is what we call the saponification value of the oil. Now, here we have different oil, and all our oil, we provide the saponification value of the oil. Every oil, depending on the source, can have different saponification value, and that is the reason why some people, they are experts in bar soap production, but sometimes when they produce their soap, they will see that it did not come out as expected. It's because the source of the oil they are using has saponification value that is maybe somehow different from the saponification value that I've been using for other oil. So you cannot just say that because I have PKO, I will apply this particular value as the saponification value. You cannot just go to the internet and search for the saponification value of PKO and apply it to the oil you have or to the PKO you have, because where your PKO is coming from may also affect the value of the saponification value. If you get PKO from two different people and you test the saponification value of the two different PKO samples, you will see that the value will be different. So that means that the amount of caustic soda that the two PKO we need will be different. It is not a single value. So it's not something you can go to the internet and search and say that this is the saponification value of PKO. There is no single value for it. It is when you test it, you confirm that this is the actual value of the saponification value. This saponification value gives you the indication of the caustic soda that the oil we need. Every oil has a saponification value. Tallow has it, PKO has it, palm oil has it, and others. Even when you blend different oils, you should be able to calculate the saponification value of the oil. Not everyone can do this. We do this in our lab, we test it, and we get the saponification value of the oils. This our Metrochem oil blend for laundry bar soap. We mix three different oil. We have palm kernel oil, we have palm oil, we have coconut oil. We blended 3 of them together for this laundry bar soap oil blend, and we also calculated the saponification value. Now if you want to produce soap with any of our oil, all you need to do is to look for the saponification value, which we always provide. Then you multiply it by the amount of the oil that you have. Let's say that you have 1000 ml of PKO, of our PKO. All you need to do is to multiply the saponification value of the PKO. Here we have our PKO with 0.197 as the saponification value. So you multiply the, let's say 1000 ml of the PKO you have. 1000 ml is 1 liter. So you multiply 1000 by 0.197. Now whatever it gives you is the amount of caustic soda that is needed to react with this oil to produce soap. That is the exact amount of caustic soda that is needed for that particular amount of oil. So we provide it for all our oil. So that is the problem with sourcing or getting your oil from open market, because they don't provide the saponification value. What some soap makers do is that they will search the internet, they will look for saponification value of PKO, and they will apply it. But that will not give them the exact amount of saponification value for that particular oil that they have. And that is why someone that feels that is an expert, sometimes they produce a soap and they find out that the soap will mess up, the soap will not come out as expected. Is because the saponification value of the particular oil that they use is different from the one they have been using. So that is the problem. So you need to get your oil from a reliable source where you can easily know the saponification value of the oil, and that is what we do here. We make the soap production process very easy for our customers. So once you get oil from us, you are sure that everything has been tested, and we provide all values that are needed or that you will need for your bar soap production. So when you multiply this, the value of the oil or the amount of oil you have by the saponification value, you get the caustic soda, the amount of caustic soda that will be needed. Now the next thing that you need to do is to get the amount of water. There is a ratio between caustic soda and water, but we have also created a system. We have soap recipe calculator in our website. You can go to www.metrochemical.com.ng. Let me write it. metrochemical.com.ng. When you go to this website, you will see soap recipe calculator. Now when you open the soap recipe calculator, the system will ask you to provide the amount of oil that you have. If you have 1 liter of oil, 1 liter is 1000 ml. You put it there, 1000 ml. If it is 2 liter, that is 2000 ml. You put it there. Once you put it, you put the value of oil you have. You click on calculate. It will now provide the amount of water that you need to dissolve the caustic soda to produce your lye. It is now the lye. Lye is a combination of caustic soda and water. It is now the lye that you now react with the oil to produce your soap. So getting your caustic soda is very easy if you are getting your oil from us, and getting your water, the amount of water, is also very easy. So you just go to that website, put the amount of oil you have, and then it will show you the amount of lye or the amount of water to react with your caustic soda that you will use to dissolve your caustic soda, and then you now use it to react with your oil to produce your soap. So that is how to produce soap. Every other thing that you add is an additive. You can add an additive like a filler maybe to make your soap more hard, or to improve the foaming ability, or to give it other properties that you desire. We also formulate fillers. So we have Metrochem filler. You can also get our filler. If you add oil, If you mix oil and lye, which is caustic soda and water, you will get a soap, nice soap. But if you want to improve the property or the quality of the soap, you can add filler. So the filler is there as an option depending on what you want, but we encourage you also put filler. It will help to increase the volume of your soap, so helping you in your commercial production to make more profits. If you include filler, it will increase the volume. Now if you want to get any raw material from us, all you need to do is to call us on 080 35 85 2918. Call us or WhatsApp us or send a WhatsApp message to the phone number 080 35 85 2918. Then someone will attend to you, and then we supply the raw material to you. No matter your location, we'll be able to send the raw material to you. 080 35 85 2918. That is how to get us. Metro Chemical Systems. Metro Chemical Systems.